darkness still lingered in the room, while the outside world quietly prepared to wake. Tinted with a faint wintry blue, snow rested gently on the window ledge. I woke before the alarm went off. It wasn't the usual jolt from sleep, more like something soft. It held me gently into the waking. I stayed under the blanket for a while, blank-minded, still and slow. No urgent to-do lists, no heavy weight of the day ahead. Just the fact that I'd woken up, that alone felt enough. Suddenly I thought, I think I'm okay, not anxious, not lost. The calm beginning of a day felt almost like a quiet miracle. Nothing happened, and yet the morning felt light and warm. A bit unfamiliar, a bit grateful, and maybe this is enough to begin the day. Winter light seeped in through the curtain, and the cat on the windowsill blinked at me slowly, as if saying good morning. With one thought tucked into my chest, maybe today will be okay. I sat up in bed and stretched toward the light. A morning that rises with no orders, a heart that moves without being summoned. When I held myself first, just quietly and without reason, I felt this must be what beginnings are. Still nothing had happened, but my heart moved first. If this is the day's first hum, then it's a good beginning, a truly gentle one. If today was okay, then maybe tomorrow can be too. With just that single thought, I opened the door, and the humming of a new day began in soft silence. Begins to heat. In those few quiet minutes, the world wakes ever so slowly. A breath of steam rises first from the empty cup. I started brewing coffee, no perfect measure, no precise heat, no recipe, no plan, just my way. the coffee surface as it filled the cup. The snow outside hadn't melted, but a warmth rose through it all. Even this small heat made me a little softer, a little more ready to hold whatever the day may bring, with no words, no music. A morning held by nothing but a cup of coffee. No need for explanation, no need for more. This simple moment, a quiet luxury, starting the day a little warmer, a little more like myself. Rested my forehead gently and let myself sit still in a time going nowhere. As the coffee cooled, I accepted the day at its own slow pace, a little firmer, a little gentler. In a world that rushes past, perhaps being still is an indulgence, but a way to stay whole. The coffee cooled, but I grew warmer. Fear of the day faded, all because of this moment. If a day begins like this, then nothing needs to be perfect. This morning taught me something. A small quiet can shape the whole day. Nothing particularly good had happened, and yet something inside me felt clear. The wind passing overhead, the snow piled at my feet. They felt oddly welcoming, oddly kind. I didn't turn on the news, I turned off my phone for a while. Yesterday's unanswered messages, today's scheduled tasks, they didn't seem to matter. I simply wanted to stay still and watch my heart float on its own quiet rhythm. I stood by the window for a long while, thinking of nothing. Sunlight slipped through the curtain, landed softly on my shoulder, and I smiled. Time alone didn't feel so bad. The thought passed like a breeze. This strangely good mood without a clear cause, as if all heavy things had been pushed far, far away. This weightless moment fell deeper feel light for no reason. And maybe this aimless walk, this directionless start to the day, maybe it's the peace I'd been wishing for. A day where nothing happens might just become the most luminous kind. The teacup clinked gently on the table, light sparkled on the window, and even the cold sounded like rhythm. I decided to place my day on top of that quiet beat. No comparisons with others, no arguments with yesterday. I stepped back from myself, and somehow I liked what I saw. To feel light, maybe it's not from gaining something, but from finally letting go. Today inside this unearned calm, I chose not to fill anything in. A day that begins just because I feel light, that might be enough. The air whispered to me, you don't need a reason, being light is already beautiful. A morning needing no explanation, a day with no plan, and still it felt complete. And so my today began gently on its own. As always, my thoughts spoke up first. Get up now, don't forget today's list. But I let the noise pass quietly, as if it weren't mine. I opened my eyes, but didn't get up right away. I stared at the lamp beside my bed, letting its soft glow settle around me. No plans, just warmth beneath the covers. Only after my body moved did my thoughts catch up. Today I tried something new, to move before I think, to follow where my mood leads. Put away the plans for now, let the to-do list wait. Let my feelings take the lead, and leave the thoughts to follow behind. Today I won't let thoughts lead, I'll follow where my feet go. Let my heart decide the pace, even without a plan. The day can still be mine, and maybe that's what I need. A day that flows on feeling. I paused mid-brush just to watch the snow fall outside. My thoughts kept racing ahead, but I stayed with the scene, not needing to arrive anywhere. I'll string the day together with moments that feel right. A day led by instinct, not by duty. I take the wrong road, even if I don't achieve a single thing, I'll keep whispering to myself, that's alright too. I'm not after the perfect day, just one that feels like me, and that kind of day, the real kind, blooms when feeling leaves, not thought. So today, I won't follow my thoughts, I'll walk, pause, smile alone, maybe tear up for no reason, because it's all mine. Even if my thoughts arrive late, I'll be here, already living. I hesitated for a moment, but today I'll be the one who reaches out. If you came to mind, isn't that reason enough? I picked up my phone and wrote and erased the message more times than I'd admit. How are you? Just 3 words, but they felt heavy in my hands. So small, so simple, and yet I needed courage just to type them. Has it been too long? Will you find it awkward? I let those thoughts go, maybe just once, without counting who speaks first. I'll take that step. Maybe asking how you are means I needed to ask for me, even if I don't say I miss you. Sometimes I still wonder how your day has been. So today I'm asking you first, whatever your reply, even if there's none, I'll be okay, because this is a practice in reaching out, and this little courage is already enough. Even after I hit send, I kept checking the screen, but even without a reply, there was a quiet comfort, just knowing I still care enough to wonder about someone. Reaching out to someone who crossed my mind with no reason, just warmth that I didn't know until now, how much comfort that could be. The old disappointments faded, unspoken thoughts felt less heavy. Asking how you are wasn't about starting over or holding on, just a quiet way of saying I thought of you today. So today I'm the one asking first, because my heart moved that way, softly but clearly. How are you? answer. The fact that I reached out makes this day a little warmer. If that's all this song does, then it's more than enough. Without a thought, I stepped out and noticed a hum escaping me, a nameless tune meant for no one in particular. I pulled on my socks, threw on my coat, and opened the door without intention. The breeze brushed my face, the sunlight kissed my feet, and in that moment a soft sound danced on my lips. Not a song I knew, not one I made, maybe something from a commercial I half remembered. As I walked, my steps kept pace with a rhythm, not quite singing, not quite humming, somewhere in between, but the feeling was precise. It's okay today, we'll be okay. Those unspoken words wrapped inside the tune. No one was listening, I wasn't trying to sing well, but when my lips move like this, it means my heart has already started singing. I hum while stepping outside, not knowing what song it was. My mood led the way, my body simply followed. Today, a melody forms from feeling, a small tune of mine that no one else can stop. Crosswalk, I tapped out a beat with my toes. A stranger glanced my way and I just smiled. No shame, no need to hide it. A morning when music slips out, that alone makes it special. No whistle came out, but the wind whistled in my place. Even untuned, my heart found its note in the rhythm of today. Whatever kind of day awaits me, I felt ready with this rhythm. Even a song without lyrics can be enough to soothe, and I call that kind of day a good one. I hummed while stepping outside, not knowing the next line, but the melody kept going. No reason needed. That's just how I'm moving through today. This morning I wasn't trying to be a singer, but the melody found me quietly yet clearly, humming what it means to be alive. And like that, I stepped into the world. I took a breath, cold air filled my lungs. and my sighs scatter like a speech bubble inside it, the first words of the day. Hello birds on telephone wires at the edge of ginkgo branches, between rooftop tiles you chirp the morning into life. Today for the first time I greeted your song back. I've always heard it, but today it was sharp, clear, as if you had called my name. Have you been well? Are you cold? I didn't say it aloud, but that's what my heart meant. You've been up since dawn, flying through winter air without breakfast, and still you sang how brave you are. I smile, though we speak no shared words, and I can't talk to you. My heart felt like it had reached yours. I said hello, you sang back, and that was enough. Hello, birds, your voices lifted me this morning, shook off the weight of yesterday and reminded me it was morning. I wanted to say thank you, even like this. Hello, birds, you helped me begin today. An old lady walking by glanced at me puzzled, but I didn't mind. Everyone has their own version of hello. Mine today was for you. The small tremble in your feathers, to me it was music. A letter with no words, a spell that unlocked something quiet inside me. The sky was still cold, but your voices were warm. With my fingertips I tried to hold that warmth, this start so gentle, so kind. It made me want to say hello first. Hello, birds, your song was my stretch, your wings my open door, a wordless comfort that became the clearest greeting. And so I answered you. Hello, birds, if you heard me, could you fly once more? So this moment stays a little longer, so your shadows linger in my heart once again. Hello, birds, thank you. You and hello. Today I chose not to run, not because being late was fine, but because I simply didn't want to hurry. In front of the mirror I fixed my eyebrows one more time. Instead of my usual coat, I picked the softer one, lacing my shoes, smoothing my cuffs, each moving slow and careful, layered with breath, a ritual to begin the day. The elevator took forever. I missed a pit the door code once, but I didn't get annoyed. I walked slower, I held the door open a little longer. Those few seconds of pause felt like a message from my heart. Some would say I was running late, some would call it careless, but I knew this pace today was me being kind to myself. I didn't rush on purpose, it was my choice for today. More than deadlines, my breathing heart mattered more. To slow myself down was how I chose to love myself. I didn't rush on purpose, it was a gift of stillness only I could give. At the subway doors, instead of squeezing in, I waited for the next train. That few minutes delayed might have saved me, not from the crowd, but from fraying at the edges. To walk at a pace that fits me, maybe that's how I strip away the noise and finally meet myself again. Someone might ask, why so slow today? And I'd smile and softly say, because I chose not to rush. I didn't rush on purpose, even if no one understands. I knew this was the pace my heart asked for. Even if I arrive a little later, I was already where I needed to be. Yes, this slow pace saved me. This stillness filled me. And though I came a bit late, I arrived more fully, more truly as myself. This morning I stepped to the right instead of the left, not because I was bored of the usual path, but because today I wanted to breathe a little differently. I skipped the same crosswalk, turned into a side alley, past an old iron gate, bathed in sunlight. Paused in front of a faded mural, a cat drawn with chipped paint, hearts scribbled in the corners. Walking between them I felt a bit more free today. Next to the convenience store, a postcard stuck out of the red mailbox. On the bookstore's closed window, a sticky note read, "Be back soon." In a rushed hand that simple note unexpectedly comforted me. The road was unfamiliar but less crowded, less expected. And I like that the moment I stepped out of routine, my senses felt awake again. I'm taking a different way today, simply because it felt right. Maybe it's the long way for others, but for me it was the direction my heart had never tried before. Even in the same kind of day, things can change, starting from where I place my feet. Over a wall, paw prints traced across a garden patch. In a shallow puddle, my reflection looked a little unfamiliar, but I didn't mind. It felt like meeting a version of me I hadn't seen before. It wasn't the path that changed me, it was me choosing the path. That brief detour turned today into something entirely new. I don't know what I'll find at the end of this street, but for now I feel closer to the direction my heart leans toward. I'm taking a different way today, not from a map, not from a suggestion, but from a hunch. The simple desire to walk a little longer was enough. On this unfamiliar road, I whisper to myself, it's okay, this way is okay too. In the awkward rhythm of new steps, a new me was quietly unfolding today. I'm taking a different way. The sunlight resting on my shoulders felt like someone's quiet hand. No words, just warmth, an afternoon that held me softly. The light slipped between buildings, slow and certain. At a red light I paused, my shadow stretched long, and the sunlight covered it like a soft blanket. The wind was cold, but even that felt gentle today. I held out my hand as if to catch the light. It fell on my coat sleeve, where flecks of dust danced in it. In this cold season, maybe warmth was less about temperature and more about memory. Like someone smiled, the sun was tender without trying, and that quiet kindness made me stop. I stood there for a long, still while, this warmth was melting me. An uneventful afternoon suddenly felt so precious. An old man across the street sat on a bench, eyes closed. In the sunlight he looked like a postcard, a quiet piece of beauty. I said nothing and stayed quietly in the frame. Sunlight knows how to hold people without a sound. It comes before time and opens the heart without asking. All the rushing I've done, maybe none of it really mattered. Like this sunlight, nothing needed to be said, nothing had to be done, just being here was enough. The winter sun felt gentle, so I tried to hold myself to the cold corners of my heart. Began to thaw, my heavy breath lightened, and it felt like today was welcoming me back. In that sunlight I was alive again. Quietly but truly this day spoke to me. It's okay, you're here now. And just like that, the winter sun let me live again. No words, no greetings, I just offered a smile. And somehow a smile came back to me. At the bus stop I caught eyes with an older woman. I gave a slight nod and smiled, and she gently lifted the corners of her lips. That tiny gesture stayed with me all day. To the tired clerk behind the counter I said a soft thank you, meeting his eyes. A faint smile flickered across his weary face, and just like that we both seemed to get through the day. A smile moves faster than words, an unspoken greeting that slips into heavy hours, like a quiet promise. I offered a smile, and a smile returned. I hadn't expected anything, but that brief exchange made my day lighter. It didn't belong to anyone, Yet somehow it warmed the whole day for both of us. At the crosswalk, a child and I met eyes. The child smiled first, and I followed. That fleeting moment was the brightest of my day. Smiles don't start on the lips, they rise from somewhere deep. That's why you can always recognize the real ones. Even in these tired, anxious days, if I smile first, maybe the world will smile back. So I hold on to that hope, and today I smile again. I offered a smile, and it stayed with me for no reason, with no plan. Light as breath, that smile made this day worth living. I tuck that smile into my bag, kept it quietly for later to offer someone else when they need it most. I smiled, and truly the world looked a little different. It wasn't a path someone mapped out, but this direction, the one I chose, feels most natural to me now. There were days I hurried, worried I was falling behind. I tried to keep pace and lost myself in the effort, but now I stop for a moment and look at my shadow, the person standing on this road. I think I like her just as she is. When the crosswalk light turned red and everyone ran across, I stood still. While waiting for the next green, I happened to look up and saw how clear the winter sky was. I hadn't missed anything, I had simply seen something else. There was never one right speed, no need to be faster than anyone. Every day on this path I learned that again. This way is fine, even if I take the long road, even if I walk slowly, even if I don't arrive anywhere. else's rhythm, but to the beat of my own heart. Snow on the branches melts in the morning sun. It reminds me of how I feel today, a quiet softening of old stubbornness and a gentle peace taking its place. Let them talk, I'll follow my own road. Not their ending, but my seams fill this day. I don't know how far I'll go, but if this moment feels okay, then maybe that's enough. And I hold myself with that quiet truth. This way is fine, even if I stumble, pause, or turn back, as long as I begin again. If this step comes from honesty, then I can trust it's right. Not because it's the final song, but because this feeling is true. Quietly yet firmly I walk on, just like this. I'm okay. No sound was made, there wasn't even wind. Sunlight shimmered only on the surface, and beneath it, stillness lived. The water seemed motionless, but somewhere deep within, a faint tremble passed through at a pace no one could hear. I held my breath and watched, wondering what lay beneath that clear layer, a world no fingers could touch. And yet I listened again and again. Perhaps it wasn't winter down there, perhaps nothing had stopped, only waited. The stillness beneath the ice was not death, but preparation. Even in moments that seemed frozen, life was echoing from afar. Beneath my frozen feet, a tiny vibration rose, the very first breath that would awaken this season. Stood there, eyes closed, listening. was the color of blue. The water flowing at the bottom is the first to carry spring. Even if the world passes by unaware, it has already begun down there. The stillness beneath the ice is a prelude to hidden spring, a quiet announcement of life right now, right here. I stood above the ice, but my heart flowed beneath it. The season hadn't arrived, but I was already feeling it. I thought the snow had covered everything, but water was carving paths through it, finding gaps no one noticed, quietly for a very long time. A wet trace spreading between the paving stones, a dark stain blooming slowly under the vanished snowball. How long had it been there? I only noticed when my socks got wet. I touched where the water had passed. It was warmer than I expected, hidden at every corner, tiny runnels and secret lines. They were maps drawn by water. When water flows, it creates its own place. Anywhere, anyway, it always finds a way through. Along the edges of the parking lot, in the cracks of walls, in the shadows beneath the steps, water moves silently, creating its own direction. I knelt by it, peered beneath the ice, the evidence of its journey. It was all connected in the end. The path water took came before the paths we walk, only by following its trace did I know where I was going. Where water finds its way is always the lowest place, the quietest, the darkest, but the one that passes through everything. I place my heart along that path, so I too might someday flow, even when it feels blocked. The way is always there. the snow melts, patterns once hidden by white, the depth of a step, its direction, even the place where someone paused. On the day snow covered that alley, someone passed through first. I carefully followed those steps, as if we were having a silent conversation. Days later the snow was gone, but the footprints remained on the damp asphalt. Their rhythm was still quietly there. Moments I thought I had forgotten returned to me, not despite their absence, but because of it. Only after the snow vanished did the footprints become clear. I could tell where they had come from and where they had paused before moving on. The steps didn't go far, they stopped in front of a shop, turned briefly toward the flower store window, then kept walking. I placed my own foot inside one of theirs, different size, different direction, but for a moment I felt the warmth they had left behind. Memory, like snow, can cover everything, but when it melts, what remains is even deeper. Every path we've taken doesn't disappear, it simply reveals itself again, more clearly once the snow is gone. I walk that street again now, it feels empty, but the traces remain where snow once lay. Someone's story still lingers. A small fog bloomed on the window glass. Someone had exhaled there. For a moment the world blurred. Inside it was warmth that words couldn't hold. When I touched the glass with a cold hand, the warmest part wasn't my skin. It was the breath that left it. The ice looked solid, but there were more gaps than I expected. And in every small crack, there was room for breath to pass through. Breathe, though unseen, always arrived first. It spread quietly and changed everything around it. The breath that seeped through the ice remained like memory, a warmth barely there, but enough to prove life was still here. In front of a mirror myself that breath connects us. Somewhere, someone might be quietly exhaling now, just like I was. That breath, soft as it was, began to stir the ice. It didn't shatter, but with a tiny sound it trembled. The season, I followed the warmth left on the ice, closed my eyes and inhaled. For a brief second, winter stepped back. The snow lay still, and time beneath it seemed frozen too. But that was only what it looked like on the surface. Beneath the snow, the earth quietly settled inside the ice. A single air bubble changed direction, slow but certain. A petal from the vase on the table fell when no one was watching. I couldn't tell if it happened in the morning or at night. Not all movement happens in front of your eyes. Most of it begins in moments no one sees. Became the path. Since that day, I haven't seen him again. But his final words keep changing shape inside me, moving from place to place. Days I was already changing when the before he arrived, his footsteps did. The sound of snow being pressed, a steady rhythm that reached me faster than my own heartbeat. The door opening was a familiar sound, but that day it felt quieter and slightly hesitant. Before the words, his breath reached me first. Even before the breath, the shift in air had entered the room. It hurt because it was familiar. A person often arrives through presence before appearance. Sound always shakes the heart before the body enters. Sound always arrives first before a name is spoken, before anything is said. Everything had already begun. Even after he left, his sounds remained. Footsteps walking away, the air his coat brushed past, the soft thud of the door closing. I stood still for a long time. I said nothing, but his sounds kept moving slowly through my ears. Sound doesn't stay long, but in memory it lingers. That one sentence I heard still taps quietly on my day. It had already passed through me. I only noticed long after. Inside me are words that haven't arrived yet. But the sound always comes first, leaving space for them to land. Even on winter mornings that seem to hold nothing, someone is always walking outside. The sound of footsteps in snow, each step echoing from deep within the season. The heater breathes in steady intervals. Water in the pot slowly comes to a boil. The cat on the front step curls into the same shape at the same time. the same time each day. And when I hear the first few seconds, I know what time it is, and that it's time for me to begin moving too. Winter may look still, but it carries its own rhythm, and on the days we can hear it, we feel a little more alive. The rhythm inside the cold season, quiet but never paused, each person moving at their own pace. A shirt that won't dry in time, coffee left in yesterday's tumbler, small inconveniences that gather into the breath of today. The rhythm is neither fast nor slow, but its repetition makes it a place we can stay in, away somewhere, somewhere is surviving winter. Dust collecting on the windowsill, the silence after a long snooze, conversations growing slower. This is where we lived. Even in the coldest seasons, time held its balance, pushing a little, pulling a little, gently carrying the day forward. I leaned into that rhythm and began another day in a season that was cold but steady. My breath found its own quiet pace. shout. It moves people softly, silently. That moment stayed with me, the exact angle of my lowered head. I still remember how it felt. No one saw it, but that day I offered a quiet greeting to myself. It had been a long time. The calendar had changed, but the morning air still cut sharp. The sun stayed short and the shadows were long. My heart had already begun walking, but the season hadn't followed yet. The trees by the road stayed silent, as if unsure whether leaves would ever return, leaning into the edge of winter. They simply endured. Strawberries and wild greens lined the front of the grocery store, spring's colors on display, but I didn't reach for them inside me. It was still winter. Somewhere inside I had begun waiting for flowers, but saying it aloud made them feel even farther. So I just thought about them quietly. Spring is still far away, I haven't stepped into it yet. Even holding hope can feel too heavy sometimes, and this season taught me that. I took the coat out of the closet again. Snow fell on a careless afternoon, soft and soundless, and I just stopped where I stood. Maybe someone else's season has already shifted, but my pace was still inside the cold. Even admitting that took a little courage. Seasons don't follow calendars, our bodies know first, and mine was still in waiting for warmth to reach me. Spring will come someday, but for now I'm somewhere in between, adjusting my breath as I walk through the space before it. Still I was moving forward, the distance between me and spring was real, but even in that space I was moving bit by bit. I was not still. had changed. The streets still held cold winds. The news, the view outside my quiet room, all exactly as they were yesterday. And yet somehow my heart felt slightly different. When I pulled back the curtain, sunlight touched my shoulder. It had always been there, but today it felt a little different, a little lighter, almost like comfort. A child crouched by the roadside, staring into the snow, then reached out and touched it with a small hand. That touch looked like the beginning of something. I was still inside winter, but somewhere quietly I knew I had begun to move just a little. Still my heart lifted its head in the middle of hesitation, inside all the uncertainty. Even so, my eyes opened again to look at the world. Just as my coffee began to cool, a message came from a friend. How have you been? That one line warmed the center of my day. From where I sat, I took in a small breath, then silently pressed a single flower petal into a book. Even when the world doesn't change, we do. Little by little, the heart in its own time learns how to lift its head. And that was enough. Even without spring, just the hint of something beginning inside me was enough to carry today. I am still in the middle of winter, but today my heart lifted its head again and turned toward the world. Some flowers bloom late, some seeds wait past spring to sprout. Each of us is passing through our own season. A bulb buried last autumn was only now beginning to draw in water on the outside. Nothing had changed, but deep within, movement had quietly begun. Some birds leave for winter, some stay behind, some people remain, and others go far away, and all of it is life. Change doesn't arrive all at the seasons, it doesn't stay in one. Each moves at its own rhythm, but none of it stops, it all keeps going. Snow for the very first time. Surprise and joy pressed into the ground beneath tiny paws. That too was a moment of life passing through. A yellow plane tree leaf in front of the subway exit. A person removing a wet coat and pausing for breath. Familiar scenes, each living on its own timing. Seasons pass one by one, but life walks across overlapping time. What feels like an ending to one might be a beginning for another. What moves across every season, not rushing, not halting, but quietly making its way toward where it belongs. The snow kept falling thick enough to hide the road, to erase all signs of the world. I stopped for a moment, then took another step forward. Snowflakes clung to the edge of my hood, breath scattered into the air within it all. I kept asking myself, was this still the right direction? No one gave me answers, I had to choose on my own. Snowfall means the world has reset, and I am here to leave a new set of footprints. The storm tried to block me, but it couldn't make me stop. Slowly but surely I chose to move through it. I'm moving through the snowstorm, I haven't arrived, but each step I take is a path only I can make. Even if I waver, I won't stop. My coat was soaked, snow struck my face, but inside the storm I felt strangely alive. Every sense was wide awake. When I looked back, the path I made had already vanished. When I looked ahead, I saw nothing, but I kept walking. This wasn't a journey to prove anything to anyone. It was a quiet return to the self I had left behind, and in knowing that the fear began to shrink. The snowstorm will go on, but I'll keep walking through it toward my own season. The change that has begun